Morning. Apparently I've got the Kenwood chest freezer K250, which we ordered from Curry's on Saturday, and it's just coming now. I'm just going to speak about a few things. The main unit, you've got the main unit, you've got the keys, you've got a couple of stops in. You've got the screws for the handle, which is going to be here. As you can see, the screws is going to be here. And we've got the screws. It's an A-star rating, as you can see. It's a 250 liters chest freezer. And it's a very good family chest freezer. I'm just going to open the chest freezer for you to see what it's like. You've got the scraper just to scrape out the ice when it's a bit icy. It's a bit of a manual condition or support plan repairs. Here you go. You've got two freezer baskets, the one on the side, another one on the right side. The depth of the freezer, as you can see. Which is a bit spacious. We've also got what's it called? The two keys which I've shown you. We've got the door handle I've mentioned. We also have what's it called? The main drain plug, which is located on this side of the chest freezer. As you can see, if it's frozen, you can just defrost and empty the liquid out of there. As you can see, it's a winter security minus 15 degrees Celsius. The Kenwood name is there, the lock, and at the back is just the plug. One thing I noticed about the chest freezer is it's got control panels as well, which you can use to either increase just to regulate the freezing condition, the lock and the alarm and whatever. You can increase it with this, you can reduce it with that. It displays every part of the regulatory part of the chest freezer. Another thing is, before using it, we've been told to leave it for about 4 hours. I think I can't plug it now because it's just been delivered. But another thing I would like to mention is it's got a temperature range of minus 12 degrees Celsius to minus 24 degrees Celsius. You can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit depending on the area you are. If you want to raise it above minus 8 degrees, which is 17.6 Fahrenheit, or for more than that, you can leave it. But one thing is, if the internal temperature rises above minus 8 degrees, which is more than 38 or 36 hours, the alarm temperature will come up and it's going to sound a bell with this. So it's just an indicator of a light red, which will tell you to either press any button to turn the alarm off and then reset the temperature. It's a very good portable chest freezer, very light, because when I moved it, I noticed it's very light, but it's a two-man carriage into the property. Another thing I would like to mention briefly is in order to make sure that there's noise. You may notice that the unit might have some noise, some unusual noise. Most of these noise are perfectly normal. It's not that loud. They are caused by the circulation of the refrigerant kind of a liquid in the cooling system. To keep your food in this unit, you must make sure the foods are properly cooked, and don't leave warm food in this freezer. Make sure the food gets very, normal housing temperature before you put it into the chest freezer. Don't use special. Don't freeze food, like I said, in metal containers as well. I mean, just general stuff which we all know. But what I'm just trying to make clear is that it's a very, very nice chest freezer to have. I got mine for my family from Corey's. And I think it's a wonderful chest freezer. Another thing with the cleaning, which I mentioned about, the frosting exit there, is make sure that you take out food, or to make it easier, because of the frost which builds up in the freezer compartment after it has been used for a long period of time. You can scrape it away with, I think I've got the scraper here. This is the scraper. You can scrape it away with the scraper, and also it's good for parent who has kids. With the keys, you can lock it up and make sure kids doesn't have access. Also, when the compartment is completely clean, you must, dry, close the door, switch on the freezer again, and switch it on just to fast freeze with this. You can switch it on to fast freeze just with that, and it comes back on again. Also, make sure, remove